Okay guys, so heat 1 of the day, and this is, we're starting 4th, and yeah, we're going to go down onto the track here. And so we got Ryan on pole, and we got Seb behind us in 6th, so some stiff competition in this opening heat for us. And just ahead there in 3rd we have Ethan. He's really hard to overtake, so we're looking to get past him as soon as we can so that we don't get held up, and try and make some progress forwards. So here we go, we're at the grid. Green light, away we go, and yeah, we've made a decent start. Looks like we're gaining on Ethan and we're ahead. Perfect, we're going to get ourselves across, take that inside line and get side by side with 2nd there, see if we can get some drive through the chicane. We're going to try and hold it. Now we're going to get forced wide, lose a bit of drive. Luckily we get a push from behind and we're up the hill and away. We lose a bit of time ahead, so we just take the racing line, try and catch up, which we do, and then yeah, just try and get back on pace and catch up to 2nd place here and get an overtake made, hopefully get into 2nd, and then try and hold Seb off because he's followed us through past Ethan. So good drive out the hairpin there, and we're right on the tail. Good drive through the chicane, bit of human DRS activated. We're going to take a look at the inside now. Yes, yeah, a little bit but not quite enough. No drive down the hill, looking over our shoulder because Seb is obviously right on our tail. He's much faster than us, so yeah, we're going to try and get past this guy as soon as we can, ideally, so that we're not holding both myself and Seb up. And Seb's probably going to get to overtake me at some point, so we need to get into 2nd to try and get that buffer. But again, good drive through the hairpin and behind him up the chicane. Going to start taking a look up the inside, go for it a little bit. No, not late enough on the brakes. Was unsure with that kind of mossy patch on the inside. It's a bit slippery in there. Seb just launches it up the inside. Great move, no contact. I had no chance. He's braked later than me, put his car right in the way. And so now we're going to stick on his tail and see if we can't follow him through. We seem to get average drive through the hairpin, not much drive up the hill. Seb's going to go for the inside, we're going to follow him, and we're just going to slide on the moss, lose all of our drive, and unfortunately we can't take advantage of Seb going through. He pushed the guy nice and wide for us, but we couldn't take advantage of that because we slid on the moss. There we go, the guy ahead goes wide, hits the barrier. We're looking good for a drive out the hairpin. We clip the inside barrier, just missed the apex slightly, clip the barrier and lose that little bit of drive. And yeah, that's just killed all of our momentum up the hill. We surely had the inside line there going through the chicane if we didn't hit the barrier. There we go, small mistakes costing us big. And coming down the hill, following line stone. That's the end of the heat. Not happy with that. See the shake of the head. 4th, so we started 4th, stayed 4th. Ideally, I was hoping to get into 2nd early and then hold Seb off, but no, it wasn't to be. And disappointed to make the mistake on that slippery inside patch there. So we're taking a look at it as we go past up the hill. And but a good first heat. Well, it was all right. We drove all right apart from that one mistake, but the 4th isn't great. We need a good result today, but it is what it is. So we'll take that and we'll move on to the next one. Okay then, heat 2, and we're starting in 6th this one, so our worst start of the day, and another even side of the grid start. Really don't like those even sides. The inside is king going into that first corner, but here we are, starting 6th, and yeah, pulling into place, getting ready. Thumbs up from the marshal as soon as we're there, green light, away we go. Nice quick start, and we've made up 2 positions straight away. Fantastic start off the line. We're gonna push 3rd place through the hairpin there, and yeah, just follow through up the hill, and we're all bumper to bumper. We're gonna take a look. He looks over his shoulder. We decide to take the racing line, see if we can switch back. No, we're just gonna bump into the back of them, and ahead they make a move, and that's robust, and the other guy goes into the barrier, and we gain a position there. So all nice and tight. First lap, we've gone from 6th to 3rd. We're happy with that. Try and get a good drive out of the hairpin, which we do. We're right on the tail of the guy in front. Through the chicane, clean, catching. He looks over his shoulder, he knows we're there. We're going to look up the inside. No, we're going to take the racing line again, try and get a switch back. No, not enough drive down the hill, unfortunately. We'll take the racing line round here and lose a bit of time. See if we can make that up coming down past the start finish. Nice and clean. Hairpin. Decent drive, no, slide a little bit, just maintain the gap, don't gain, don't lose. And okay through the chicane, catching a little bit up the hill, tiny bit. just take the racing line to catch a bit more up around this top corner, which we do. Getting that top corner all right as always. This one coming down the hill, losing a bit of time as always. But yeah, now Scotch start finish, clip the barrier, and that's always good. Hairpin, good drive this time. Yeah, we're going to see if we can look up the inside. Not quite enough drive, but we're going to catch him through the chicane, and we're catching up the hill. We're going to bump into the back of him there. Look up the inside. Nope, he defends it. So we just take the racing line, try and get the drive down the hill. Can't get it. Just can't get that drive down the hill. And again, lose a bit of time coming round that corner down the hill. Onto the next lap. See how we can do on the hairpin this time. We seem to be good through here this morning. And we do get a bit of drive right through the chicane now. Not close enough though. Up here we just stick to the racing line, catch up through the top corner as always. But again, coming down the hill, nothing on, and lose a bit of time again. Need to work on that corner. And that is the end of that heat. Yeah, good third position from sixth. Probably should have been second. I should have been more aggressive on the overtakes at the top of the hill. But after sliding in the first heat, I didn't want to dive up the inside. This was only a few heats later, and my heats were quite close together today. Didn't want to just launch it up the inside and just go flying, but I maybe should have given it a go. But there we go, third place in my second heat. So let's jump into heat 3 and see how we got on in that one. Okay, so our third heat of the day. We're going to have 3 in one video today because we got the last round, so we got the award ceremony at the end. See Neil there. I'm having a whinge about something, are we, Neil? I'm going to mess around with my seat position. I'm going to pull it forward. I usually race with it as far back as I can. Pull it forward a little bit, see how that feels. No, don't like it. Don't like it. No, so let's put it back. Yeah, we go back into the all the way back position and clean the tyre, and then just wait for the last round to line up at the back of the pits, and away we go. And yeah, down to the grid, clean those tyres off. All those leaves are getting stuck to them as we come into the pits, so make sure we clean those off. And then so this heat we're starting first. However, we have Ryan right behind us in third. So we had a little chat before. He's not going to wipe me out into the first corner. He's a good guy like that, but he's probably going to overtake me pretty quickly. Now we go green light. Seems getting all right start. Ryan just lines up behind us, pushes us through the hairpin to keep us going in front, and yeah, we're just going to try and pull clear of the guys behind, and then have a little fight afterwards. But we see he's right on our tail up the hill, and we show him that slippery inside, and he takes it perfectly. Unfortunately, he was faster than me up the hill. I didn't want to risk sliding on that moss like I had done in the first heat, and I just thought I'll half defend it, force him to that inside, and if he can make the brakes work on that slippery moss, then all power to him. And he did, and so he's passed us, but we're gonna just try and stick to him, get him to drag us along up the road away from those in third and beyond. And surprisingly, we're actually staying quite close to him here. So yeah, we're doing all right. Even through that corner coming down the hill where I'm usually quite slow, we're maintaining the gap. And yes, yeah, so we're about a kart length behind him after a lap of him being ahead, and so I'll take that. We're maintaining that gap, driving to a good pace today, I think. Human DRS, I'm sure that helps a lot. All right through the top corner, and then yeah, we're actually maintaining that gap still. It's just gaining a little bit, but maintaining it mostly. And as we see coming down, about a kart length and a bit, kart and a half. But considering how fast Ryan is, we'll take that. Good drive out the hairpin this time, and yeah, he's looking over his shoulder a lot, getting worried. No, we're not going to catch him, I don't think. But we're driving clean, we're driving well, and we're staying close to one of the fastest guys on the track. So we're happy with that, and yeah, was happy with my pace throughout the day. Just need to get better at overtaking. As I say every time, I need to get better at overtaking when I'm in third or fourth, and I just can't get past those drivers that are in theory slower than me ahead. That's where I'm losing out a lot. And as we can see, he's pulled away a little bit now, so we're maybe 2 kart lengths behind by the finish, but I'll take that. That was a good heat. We drove well. Ryan was probably always going to get past us, thumbs up there. And yeah, happy with that one. we'll take a second in that. Obviously I like to win the pole heat, that's a heat you should win, but when you got someone of Ryan's calibre behind you, then second is the best you can expect, and we managed it. So there we go, and a little chat with him at the end, just saying about the overtake and how I just showed him the inside, but he made it work. And yeah, shout out for that move, that was a good move, well driven, and yeah, always nice to have a chat with Ryan. He's good guy, has a chat between rounds and everything. And yeah, we will finish it there. Thank you very much, guys, and let's just recap that all in a moment. Okay, so after the first 3 rounds, we had a 4th, a 3rd, and a 2nd. So wasn't too happy with the 4th. 3rd was fine, probably could have done better, and the 2nd in that 3rd heat was about as good as I could expect with Ryan being behind me. The pace was really quick today. Everybody was driving top notch. Last round of the championships, all the top 20 I think were there. Maybe one person missing out of the top 20. So everybody that knew the track and was quick was there, and everybody that turned up just on the one-off day or their first time there, they were also really quick. So the standard of driving was pretty high all day. A little bit scrappy in places, few people being put in the barrier, but luckily not very much in my heat, none involving me so far, so that's always good. We're having a good clean day and a good bit of racing. But yeah, so thank you for watching these first 3 heats. We'll have heat 4 and my finals coming up next, and we'll also include the award ceremony for the end of the season in that video. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and have a good day.